Let us see some problems on error function. Actually, this is one of the part for DUIS, not directly questions on error function. So, if you see on error function, there are questions on only differentiation, this kind of questions. So, if you see this in this part, error function it is given to you. So this is always given in the question itself. What kind of question will be there? If error function of ax to the power n is equals to this, then your question it will be find d by dx of error function of ax to the power n. This will be your question. Actually, it's very easy. We are applying DOIS rule 2 to find out this. Now, by the DOIS rule 2, I hope you remember whenever the limits are function of parameter. If you see this integration, it is the variable. We are integrating with respect to u. Now, x appears in the limits and you are differentiating with respect to x. So, what it says, x it is not a constant term, x it is a variable, but variable is u also. That's why x it is treated as a parameter. Now we are differentiating with respect to the parameter. So therefore here we are saying we are applying rule number 2. Now by the rule number 2, see 2 by root pi it is a constant, it will remain as it is. Actually this is multiplied to all the terms. 0 to a x to the power n. First we are taking partial derivative of integrand with respect to x plus. Now in the second term we are taking derivative of the upper limit ax to the power n into here actually whatever the integrand e to the power minus u square, we are replacing the variable u by the upper limit. Hmm? By the upper limit a x to the power n, isn't it? And third term it is minus d by dx of minus d by dx of lower limit. What is the lower limit? Lower limit it is 0. Okay, into that function value, again the same thing, e to the power minus u square, that u it is replaced by 0. So it will there in the third term. So finally what is the value? See this 2 by root pi, it is a constant multiplier. In the first term, as you are taking derivative of e to the power minus u square with respect to x, obviously it is free from x, so derivative it will be 0. So the first term it becomes 0. Now for the second term, we are taking derivative of ax to the power n. So by taking derivative of ax to the power n, this is n ax to the power n minus 1 into e to the power minus, here square is there, so you are getting this. And lastly obviously this third term it will be 0, and therefore derivative of the error function it will be given like this. What will be the changes? Now instead of a to the power, now see, instead of ax to the power n, it may be a square x square. So accordingly there are very minor changes in the definition itself. So accordingly the definition of a error function it will be given to you, that error function of ax to the power n. Error function of ax to the power n. What will be the definition? This definition it is 0. Instead of ax to the power n, it will be a square x square. But the integrand will remain same. So same method we will apply to find out d by dx of a square x square also. First term will become 0 because there is no change in integrand. Third term again it is 0 as lower limit is 0. Only the second term here there will be change. Similarly, if it is only root x, so here there are changes in the limit again. The limit of error function it is 0 to, instead of ax to the power n, the upper limit it will be root x. So same changes will be reflected in the solution. So finding derivative, so error function, there are such simple questions will be there, just applying derivative on the error function. So minor changes will be there if error function or if it is a complementary error function. It will be given as a problem. You are applying DIS rule 2. Accordingly, there will be total 3 terms. Okay, so just take care of this.